Hey kids, it's me, Teacher A. In this video, we're going to answer a learning task on integral and zero exponents. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's start. So this is learning task 1 on integral and zero exponents. So it says here, we're going to express the following expressions into non-zero and non-negative exponents, and then we simplify. So ang gagawin natin sa learning tasks na ito ay isusulat natin lahat ng expression na walang zero exponent at walang negative exponent. Okay, and then we try to simplify. Okay, so let's begin. I have a tutorial video on the laws of exponents, so you may want to check that out before this video. I will leave the link in the description. Okay, so this is the first expression. What do you notice? It has a negative exponent, right? So our goal here is to write this expression without a negative exponent. So that will be easy. It is equal to 1 over 7 raised to positive 1, right? But what is 7 raised to 1? It is 7. So the simplest form is 1 over 7. Okay? Let's continue. What about this second number? What do you notice? It has a zero exponent. Okay, if you recall, any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. But note that 0 raised to 0 is not equal to 1. Okay? It is indeterminate. Okay? Okay, so you have here 14, A times B times C. At lahat ng ito naka-raise sa 0. So, ibig sabihin, equal lang yan sa 1. Okay? Okay, let's continue. What about number 3? Okay, kamukha lang nito yung number 1. How are we going to write this without negative exponent? So, madali lang. It's like 1 over 10 raised to 9. Okay? So, you may want to write this as 1 over 10 raised to 9 means with 9 zeros. So, it's like that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. Okay? But I think this one is okay because it has no negative exponent. Alright? Okay. What about this number? Is it equal to 1? No. Because ang naka-raise lang sa 0 is yung x at saka yung y. So it's like 5 times, and then this one naka-raise sa 0, so ito lang yung magiging 1. Ito lang. Okay? Magiging 1 yan. So it's like 5 times 1. So the answer is 5. Okay? Equals 5 yan. Okay, number 5. What about 0 raised to 15? 0 raised to 15 is equal to 0 because that is equal to 0 times 0 times 0 and so on until you have 15 zeros. Okay? So the answer is clearly 0. What about if you have this expression? Okay? Walang zero exponent. Walang negative exponent. How are we going to simplify? So, we simplify this expression by grouping expression with the same variable. Okay, what do I mean by that? Kunyari, itong 24 at saka 6, they don't have any variable. So, they are constants. So, group them. Ito, x raised to 8 and x raised to 5. Pareho silang x. Okay, and then finally, Eto, yung mga may y. Okay? And then we simplify. Okay? What is 24 divided by 6? It is 4. Right? Okay. Ngayon, if you have like this, okay, ang gagawin nyo lang, titingnan nyo kung nasaan yung mataas na exponent. Okay? So, nasan ba? Here. Nasa taas. So, sa taas natin isusulat yung x. And then, you just get the difference of 8 and 5. Okay? So, it's like 8 minus 5, the answer is 3. Okay? Okay. What about y? Okay, kapag pareho yung exponent nila, mawawala na yan. Okay? They will cancel out. So, the final answer is 4x cubed. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. This is number 7. Okay? So, you have 5x raised to 0 over y and then naka-raise sa negative 1. So, we know that any number raised to 0, of course, except 0 raised to 0, okay, is equal to 1. So, this becomes 1 here. Of course, assuming that this x is not 0. Okay, so you have 5 na lamang because 5 times 1, it's 5 over y. And then don't forget to copy the negative exponent here. Okay? Now, if you have a fraction raised to a negative exponent, to make it positive, ito, gagawin natin siyang positive 1. Para maging positive yung exponent, all you have to do is to switch the numerator and the denominator. Okay? So, dito nyo na ilalagay yung denominator, tapos sa baba naman yung 5. Okay? And then that's it. Okay? Your final answer is y over 5. Okay? Kasi kapag 1 ang exponent, you may just ignore it. Alright? Okay. Let's continue. Okay, next number. Okay. Sabi ko kanina, if you have like this, you group expression with the same variable. Okay? Kagaya nitong number 6. Diba? Group natin yung may magkakaparehong variable. Dito, before doing that, bago nyo i-group ang magkakaparehong variable, I suggest kapag may mga negative exponent kayong nakikita or zero exponent, you try to rewrite the expression without zero exponent and without negative exponent. Okay? Wag muna kayong mag-group. Okay? Let me show you. Okay, so we have 120. Okay, so okay na dito ang a raised to 5. Okay? And then, you see the negative exponent of a here, right? So, paano to magiging positive exponent? Ilalagay ko siya sa taas. So, dito ko siya ilalagay. A squared, okay? And then, I have b raised to 6, okay? And then, I have a b here, but this one is equal to 1 because it's raised to 0. And then, I don't write c here because it has a negative exponent. Para maging positive yung exponent niya, ilalagay ko siya sa ilalim. Okay? Pero yung mga nasa ilalim, you have 12. Okay? Yung a, wala na, nilagay natin sa taas. Yung b, it's 1. Okay? And then I have c squared. And then c raised to positive 5. Okay? And then you try to group expression with the same variable. Okay? Ito, wala naman tong variable. You have with variable A, ito with variable C. And then we try to simplify. Okay? So what is 120 divided by 12? It is 10. Okay? What is A raised to 5 times A raised to 2? Okay, if you recall a law of exponent, all you have to do is you copy the base, so you copy A, and then you add the exponents. So it's 5 plus 2, you have 7. Okay? And then let's copy b raised to 6. Okay, over c raised to 2 times c raised to 5. Okay, all you have to do is to copy the base and then you add the exponent. It becomes 7. Okay, so this is your final answer. Okay, moving on to number 9. Okay, so we have this expression. Okay, we try to simplify this expression. Okay, so una, we try to write this expression without zero exponent and without negative exponent. Alright? Okay, let's do it. So, you have here 4x and then raised to 0. So, obviously, this expression becomes 1. Okay? Tapos, tingnan nyo rin yung denominator. Okay? Lahat ng expression na ito, naka-raise sa 0. So, lahat ng ito, okay, 1 lang yan. Okay? So, you only have y raised to negative 5 and z raised to negative 2. Okay? How are you going to write them without negative exponent? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, kung sa numerator nyo nakita yung may negative exponent, ilalagay nyo lang siya sa ilalim, and then positive na yung exponent niya. Okay? Si z, negative yung exponent sa numerator. Ito numerator. Ilagay nyo lang siya dito sa denominator, and then the exponent will become positive 2. So, wala nang naiwan sa numerator. So, what are we going to write here? It is 1. This is the simplified form of the given expression. So, how are you so far? Nakakasunod ba kayo? Okay, so if you want to see more videos like this, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You may want to share this video to your friends also. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Okay, so now we have this expression. Okay? So kapag nakakakita kayo na may mga zero exponent, madali lang yan. Right? Kagaya dito, naka-raise sa zero exponent ang 5 times x times y. So, lahat ng to, magiging 1 lang. Okay? So, it becomes 1 over 10 raised to negative 2. Okay? Tapos, how are we going to make it a positive exponent? Anong gagawin? Kapag ang fraction naka-raise sa isang negative exponent, ang gagawin nyo lang ganito. To make it a positive exponent, ang gagawin nyo lang kay numerator and denominator, you switch them. So, parang ganito. 10 over 1. Okay? But what is 10 divided by 1? It is 10. Okay? So, you just have 10 squared. Okay? So, what is 10 squared? It is 100. Alright? Okay, let's continue. Okay, so you have AB over 9 and then raised to negative 1. Okay? So, paano natin ulit gagawing positive yung exponent? Switch the numerator and the denominator. So, you'll have 9 over AB raised to positive 1. Okay? But remember, if the exponent is 1, you may just ignore it. Hindi nyo na kailangang isulat yon. So, ito talaga ang final answer. 9 over AB. Number 12. You have 9 over x raised to negative 2. Okay, so please be mindful, please be careful. Baka kasi i-switch nyo ang numerator and denominator dito. Hindi ganon. You don't switch the numerator and the denominator here. Why? Hindi naman kasi naka-raise sa negative exponent yung fraction. Sino lang yung naka-raise sa negative 2? Si x lang. Okay? So, hindi buong fraction ang naka-raise kay negative 2. So, you don't switch the numerator and the denominator. So, anong gagawin? Diba ang sabi ko sa inyo, kapag may negative exponent, kunyari nasa denominator ang may negative exponent, to make it positive, iaakyat nyo sa taas. So you'll have, so ikakopy ko lang yung 9, wala tayong gagawin kay 9, okay na siya dyan, and then this x to the negative 2 will move in the numerator para maging positive ang exponent. Yeah. So that's why our final answer is 9x squared. Wala na sa denominator. Okay? It's just 1. Okay? You don't have to write it. Okay? Okay, down to our last 3 examples. Okay? So, madadali na ito. So, here, we're just going to remove the negative exponents. Okay? So, I'm just going to copy 12. Okay? Si B, hindi ko siya dito ilalagay kasi it has a negative exponent. Okay? Saan ko ilalagay si B? Sa ilalim. Okay? So, I have B raised to positive 3 now. Okay? And then, itong A raised to negative 4, since negative ang exponent niyan, iaakyat ko naman siya. So, I'm going to have A raised to positive 4. Okay? So, this is your simplified form without zero exponent and without negative exponent. Alright? Okay. What about number 14? How are you going to write this without negative exponent? Very easy, right? This is just equal to A raised to positive 5 times N. Okay? So, iaakyat nyo lang ito sa taas. Okay? Kapag ginawa nyo yan, wala nang maiiwan sa denominator. Okay? It's just 1 and you don't have to write it. Okay? Okay. So, down to our last example. You have, again, a fraction. Yeah, it's a fraction raised to a negative exponent. Paano nga ulit natin gagawing positive yung exponent niya? Okay, you see? Positive 5. Paano siya magiging positive 5? You switch the numerator and the denominator. And let's do that. So, you'll have 2 over 1. Okay? But what is 2 divided by 1? It is just equal to 2. Okay? Diba? And then this is raised to 5. What is 2 raised to 5? It's like 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. What do you get? We get 32. So, I think that's it. I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.